Everyone loves a thorough phone review, but sometimes you just want to get down to the nitty-gritty of it. What's there to love and what's there to hate? For that, there's 5 in 5, a video series that details the best and worst of one device. I'm Andrew with mobileburn.com, and this is the 5 in 5 for the HTC First. Let's start with the things you love. Number 1, you don't have to be a giant to use it. Too many phones today are getting bigger and bigger, and there's hardly anyone making a phone for the people who have reasonable sized hands or just don't want to stretch halfway across the screen just to get to a single button. If you're one of those people, the HTC First is definitely reasonably sized. And aside from that, it has a nice polycarbonate back. It's not smooth, it's not scratchy, it's just average run-of-the-mill and comfortable to hold, which is also great because the side has these half circles that rest nicely in your palm. So with the small stature, it's very good to hold. Number 2, that screen. At 4.3 inches with a 720p resolution, the First has far more going for it than any other Android phone at that size. Now, outdoor visibility will be a little hazy, but the colors, the brightness, and the crispness will all make this an incredible display. Number 3, no bloatware. Most Android phones released today have a lot of pre-installed software, but on the HTC First, the only thing you'll see are Facebook, Facebook Messenger, Instagram, My AT&T, and visual voicemail. Other than that, it's crapware free. Number 4, it has dual personalities. Facebook Home has its merits, but it's not for everyone. Thankfully, you can just turn it off and get a mostly stock Android experience. The Android 4.1 software will show the standard launcher, and all of the apps will be skin-free. It's going to be the same contacts and calendar app that you typically see on stock Android. Best of all, Facebook doesn't get in the way of this, and you can easily switch between the two if you want to. And finally, Facebook Messenger. Now, we all know you can send messages to your friends on Facebook, but the great thing about this app is it also allows you to send SMS messages. Now, you will have to pay your standard text message rates when sending SMS, but it's nice because it integrates everything into one app. This also allows you to use chat heads, which are little floating reminders that stay on the screen and allow you to switch between conversations in a simple and efficient manner. Now for the 5 things you'll hate. As Charles Barkley would say, this camera is terrible. The interface is lacking, the focus is slow, and the pictures are just not good at all. The 5 megapixel rear lens is awful, and the 1.6 megapixel front-facing camera is only tolerable. Number 2, the battery leaves something to be desired. Now, to be clear, the battery life on the HTC First is okay, and you can actually get through your day on light to moderate usage, but it only gives you average performance. The integrated battery also means that you can't even buy a replacement to make up for the short lifespan. Number 3, photos displayed on Facebook Home often look like crap. Now, pictures are usually taken in landscape mode, but Facebook Home is designed to be viewed in portrait mode. This leads to images being zoomed in, cropped, and looking like they were overly compressed. Even when you change the setting to display high-quality images, it looks definitely low-res. The problem gets especially bad when your friends post cell phone pictures or cross-posts from Instagram. Sadly, Facebook Home just doesn't look very welcoming sometimes. Number 4, butts, boobs, and beefcakes appear without you having anything to do with it. Now, Facebook Home shows updates from your friends, but also images that they like, and some of those images are not safe for work. There have been times when the very first thing I see when powering on the phone is a bikini model, a guy with his shirt off in the gym, and just some borderline objectionable material. Now, I'm not a prude, so I personally don't have an issue with this, but this can definitely create some awkward situations when you're using your phone in public. Do you really want to see this type of stuff when you're around your kids, or your grandmother, or just anybody else? Finally, storage is severely limited. The HTC First has only 16 gigabytes of internal memory, but only about 12 gigabytes of that space is actually usable. To make matters worse, there's no chance of expansion because there's no micro SD slot. So whatever you've got to make it fit. So now we have to ask, can you put up with a terrible camera and some shaky software if it means you get a 1.4 gigahertz dual-core processor, a solid build, and it only costs $99? Well, for more information, be sure to follow the link in the description below to see our full review of the HTC First. This is Andrew with mobileburn.com. Thanks for watching.